Hi, I'm Klutz, and I've always wanted to make a tips and tricks video on thieving because I see a lot of people not really know some of these simple tips that make it less risky, more efficient, and just way less annoying because thieving can get pretty darn annoying. This just makes it safer for accounts like Hardcore Ironman, and let's get right into it. The first tip I'm going to give you is something I think is actually pretty common knowledge, but I do often see people here and they don't know it. If you come here and you step on the baker while thieving from this cake stall, you will never ever attract the guard's attention. If you get this camera angle right, you'll also not click off of this spot and you can just spam click here. Really helpful for Ironman because that's where a lot of people come. I know even some regular accounts come here, but it's just super helpful in making this safer and easier. So the next common spot for Ironman to come is this silk stall. People already know that if you stand on this side, that these weird poor guards can't attack you. They'll just always get stuck on this. They'll just almost never make it down this little path. So the thing you do have to worry about are the actual Arnie Knights. And if you use the clan chat splash worlds, you can find one where the lower Arnie Knight is stuck in the bank and that will never travel down here to actually get you. So all you have to worry about is the one or two Arnie Knights that will be on this side. You can usually just hop worlds. There's usually multiple splash worlds that you can find, and there'll only be one. Sometimes you can really get lucky and find a world where there's also one of the Arnie Knights stuck in here, and there's just no Arnie Knights available. But if not, you can always just come, open this door, attack the Arnie Knight you want to lure in there. I'll just do this one, even though he's really far away at this point. You attack him, he'll start to follow you. Just want to make sure he doesn't get caught anything on his way there, because otherwise he will eventually find his way to you. Make sure you have some food, especially if you're a hardcore Ironman, because he will do damage. Lure him in, lure him one spot over, and then just walk on the step right outside the door, close the door, and he's now trapped in there and he'll never get you. And you should be able to just endlessly steal from this and literally never get caught. Makes it so much safer for hardcore Ironman and makes it so much quicker XP. And, get that money. So as I mentioned before, this is not like a thieving guide from 1 to 99, nor is it a guide on how to do any thieving, particularly thieving methods, just tips to make thieving a little bit better and easier. So I'm not going to teach you how to blackjack. There's great videos out there. Just go find one. This is not it. But I am going to give you a tip for blackjacking. So if you want to come at the earliest level, 46 to blackjack, and do the bearded bandits because you need some money or whatever, though I recommend staying at fruit stalls till 55, is to just get in this room, because if you mess up the knockout into pickpocket for the first one, then you can always just run up this ladder when they start to attack you because you didn't knock them out and you didn't get the pickpocket in time to stop them from actually attacking you and not just stunning you. Right, so the best tip I can give you for blackjacking Men Who Fight Thugs is to just give up at 75 thieving and go do Arnie Knights. Sure, it gives less XP per hour, less GP per hour at 75 and Arnie Knights than at Men Who Fight Thugs, but it is so much less annoying, so much more AFK, so much more brain dead, and just requires no skill. And I don't think anyone cares about priding themselves on their blackjacking ability. People are just like, fuck blackjacking, I want to be done with it. So just be done with it at 75 thieving and go do Arnie Knights. So I'm sure people know of the foot pedal workaround method for thieving Arnie Knights because it just makes it so much easier and doesn't kill your fingers. However, I know a lot of people don't necessarily want to go out and buy a foot pedal just to thieve Arnie Knights. So what you can do is, if you have an extra old crappy mouse, is plug it in and use it as a foot pedal. This is what I do. Though a bit gross because you're putting your foot on a mouse, just make sure no one ever uses the mouse again and that you don't move the mouse around too much. I usually just tape under the mouse so that it can't censor and move, and you're in the good. If you don't want to buy a foot pedal and don't mind buying a second crappy mouse, you can always go to your local Staples and buy a wireless mouse for like $10. And just, once again, make sure nobody ever touches the mouse because that'd be kind of gross. Right, so I hope those tips help. I think it should make your thieving grind a little bit less annoying, more safe, and definitely more efficient. I hope you don't lose your hardcore Ironman status over thieving. And I'm Klutz. See ya!